Hey everybody, welcome. This is No Bones About Wrestling, and it's Tuesday. It's 7 p.m. That means it is time for Tuesday Night Russo. I'm one of your hosts, Asa. Hi. This lady beside me is the hostess with the mostest, Kay Fabulous.
Hey.
And tonight we are watching WWF Raw is War from April 13th, 1998.
Eric saying good evening, friend.
Good evening, Eric. How are you doing? So you want to open Netflix, go to the Raw Vault, and April 13th, 1998. We're going to start in just a few minutes. Kay, can you retweet this? Would you do that? And I'm going to tweet this also real quick. So excuse my camera for a moment while I tweet this. Or exit, or whatever you call it.
It says, can I read the thing?
Yeah.
WWE Champion Stone Cold Steve Austin battles Mr. McMahon for the first time ever.
That's the main event for the world title.
The Undertaker tries to settle the score with Kane.
So we got Stone Cold defending the WWF title against Mr. McMahon. Who's going to win, Kay? Is Vince McMahon going to become the world champion?
No.
No?
No.
Okay. So it also says the Undertaker tries to settle the score with Kane. What's going on there?
They're siblings, and as you don't know, but I know because I have a sibling.
Yeah.
There's a rivalry that you're born into that will carry with you until the day you die.
Well, their rivalry
is hot, hot, hot.
Their rivalry goes much deeper because Paul Bearer alleges that the Undertaker set the fire that killed Undertaker and Kane's parents and disfigured Kane for life. So we have not.
You don't know me. You don't know that goes deeper than my sister and I's.
I think it does. Yes, I think it definitely does. So the Undertaker and Kane, the pay-per-view we're coming up on is WWF Unforgiven, late April '98 from the historic Greensboro Coliseum. The Undertaker and Kane are facing each other in an Inferno match, where the ring will be surrounded by flames, and the winner is the first one to set their opponent ablaze. First time ever Inferno match. So that's where the Undertaker and Kane are headed to. So out of those two, Austin versus McMahon, Undertaker confronting Kane, what are you most looking forward to tonight, Kay?
Stone Cold versus
McMahon.
Yeah.
This was kind of a turning point in the Monday Night War, as we'll call it. I forget if this was the first time in a while WWF had beaten WCW in the ratings. It may have been because of the Austin McMahon match. I cannot recall. But if it wasn't this show, it was very, very soon coming up here. It was the first time they'd beat Nitro in the ratings in 83 weeks. That was Nitro's streak. Pretty impressive streak. But the man who ended the streak, head writer of the WWF, Vince Russo, which I'll remind you, if you've still not seen it, Switch and I interviewed Mr. Russo several weeks ago. That interview is at youtube.com/@nobonesaboutwrestling. Go and check it out. It was very interesting. The audio was fucked up for the first 5 minutes, but just watch past it and you'll be fine. The rest of the interview is totally fine. But yeah, so we'll start in just a couple minutes here. Again, you want to open Netflix, open Raw Vault, and go to April 13th, 1998. Raw is War. And we'll see what else we have in store. Last week we saw Cactus Jack say it'll be a long time before Cactus Jack in the ring again. Because while he and Chainsaw Charlie were getting their asses beat by the new DX, the crowd was chanting for Stone Cold. And Cactus Jack really resented that and said he is not going to be back in a long time. So we'll see if Mick Foley's even on the show this week, possibly as a different Mick Foley character. We will see.
Love that idea.
What, him returning this week as a different character?
See what I did there?
What?
I loved that idea.
Oh, I see. Yes. So Mick Foley does, in fact, I'm not sure if it's tonight, but in April, he does return as a different Mick Foley character. I will tell you that. Yeah, we'll give it just another minute and we'll get started. Again, you want to open Netflix, go to the Raw Vault, and we're watching Raw is War, April 13th, 1998. And in a minute, I'm going to do a countdown. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, press play. So we all press play at once, so we're all watching the same thing. And if you have Netflix with ads, just stick with us, you'll be fine. If you have Netflix without ads, we will tell you when we're having a commercial how long it is, so you can pause your show and then rejoin us after our commercial is over. And we'll tell you when we return from commercial. And throughout the night, I'll give updates. If your time gets off, I'll say we're 5 minutes and 32 seconds in. We're 14 minutes in, whatever. And if you need a time check throughout the show, if you get off somehow, just ask us and we'll tell you what time we're at. And we're going to get started. So last time, Netflix, Raw Vault, April 13th, 1998. And I'm about to do the countdown, so get ready with your play button. And I'm sure we're going to start with a commercial. So if you have Netflix without ads, get ready to pause it.
We occasionally don't.
We occasionally don't. We'll see. So we're starting in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Press play. And we have a 30-second commercial to start. So the other matches tonight, I don't know. I try not to look up these shows because I remember some things, but obviously I don't remember all these matches from 1998. So I like to be surprised and see who's fighting whom on each show, you know?
Eric Tate's saying there is a website called WeMod. It is all cheats for PC games.
That's cool. And we are back from commercial. And we're seeing the Raw is War opening.
Is our sound?
Huh?
Is our sound on at all?
Yeah.
Oh.
And this is from last week when Vince McMahon thought he was unveiling the new corporate Stone Cold Steve Austin, but Austin had other plans. You've been enjoying the Raw's Wars?
Mm-hmm. You know what it smells like right here? For some reason, this is multiple days in a row. It smells like Pez candy.
Couldn't tell you
It was
why.
revolting, like grape Pez candy.
I don't know why. And here's when Stone Cold stripped off his suit, throws everything into the crowd.
Where is Switch at tonight? Asks Eric. He is at the beach.
Yep, he's at the beach in Virginia.
So let's all simmer in our jealousy.
Yeah, he and the family went to the beach. Switch will be joining me tomorrow night, 6 o'clock, for our weekly show, AEW Weekly, where we'll be talking about everything that happened this past week in AEW, and we'll look forward to tomorrow night's Dynamite as well.
Oh, are we taking when we're at the beach?
I've not yet decided.
Do we know how good the
there's no internet
is?
at the house. Yes, we will be taking next week off.
There's no internet?
No, because no one's down there.
But I thought
There's
they
cable.
Oh,
They have cable, but no internet.
you said they have WeTV, which is like cable. But I thought,
TV.
yeah, but I thought that used internet.
I don't think there's internet at the beach.
Okay.
Well, we have 5G, but we won't be able to watch the shows unless we broadcast it on your phone and watch it on my phone. We'll just skip it. You think we'll just skip it?
I think we'll just skip it.
Yeah. So we're doing shows this week, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Next week, we will not be doing any shows because we will be at the beach.
For the first time in forever.
Yes, for the first time in several years. So if you're just joining us, you want to open Netflix, go to the Raw Vault and open Raw is War for April 13th, 1998. We are, let's see how far we are, 2 minutes, 41 seconds in, and Raw is in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, as we look at the Sea of Signs.
It's a sold out show.
Mm-hmm. WWF had really started getting hot at this point. And here comes the world champ, Stone Cold.
I love when people like try and like cram their faces in like around the announcer's armpits and stuff so that they can show up on camera.
So we got SCU, class of 316. That's all I saw. And here's Stone Cold with the new WWF title belt. McMahon fears ECW. Another Stone Cold sign. Philly is ECW. Oh, yeah, they're in Philly, right. The home of ECW, which was still alive and kicking at this point, 1998. Some would say at its peak in 1998.
Someone had a Venus 316 sign.
Yeah, but it was spelled wrong.
It was spelled wrong.
The past few weeks, we have seen the vignettes for Val Venus, the porn star turned wrestler in the story. At least he's a porn star, as he is heading to the WWF. And as they say, Val Venus is humming. Yeah.
I like that new belt. It's pretty. I think that's one of Switch's favorite belts too, if I'm not mistaken. Could be mistaken, but I'm pretty sure we said it last time. Or our viewer Rewind. That's one of his favorite belts. He likes it better than the Winged Eagle belt. Does he wear his wedding ring around his neck? Is that what's on his necklace?
I'm not sure. Yeah, the most over person in the WWF at this point, definitely the champ, Stone Cold. I think number 2 is definitely Sable, Mark Marrow's wife. And Sable has a match at the upcoming Unforgiven pay-per-view. She's doing an evening gown match with Luna. So that should be interesting.
Can't wait to see Luna's evening gown.
Yeah.
It's like one of the things to which I'm most looking forward.
So yeah, I think we have 2 matches booked for Unforgiven. We have the Inferno match with The Undertaker and Kane, and we have the evening gown match with Luna and Sable. I think that's all that's booked. And Unforgiven, we'll be watching it in several weeks, but it is about 2 weeks from the Raw that we're watching right now.
Is the Inferno match the main event?
No, the main event is a world title match, Stone Cold versus an opponent I won't spoil for people who haven't seen it.
But they haven't announced it yet.
They have not announced that, no. And here's Vince McMahon with his stooges, Pat Patterson and Gerald Briscoe.
Is Pat Patterson the one that was like touching people?
Allegedly, Pat Patterson has sexually assaulted people, yes. But has never been formally charged with anything.
He's dead.
He is alive.
Huh. He's probably outside the statute of limitations, if I had to guess.
But as I said, that's just alleged, so.
Yeah.
And McMahon has brought the police with him, I believe.
Like partial riot gear?
Right. 2 cops in partial riot gear.
Who did they charge?
Oh, we're just talking about who he's fighting it on Unforgiven. Which is, I believe, 13 days from this show we're watching right here.
Which is on the 13th.
Which is on the 13th, yeah.
Is he gonna face The Rock?
And we will be watching. I'm not gonna spoil it.
Spoiler.
We will be watching Unforgiven on Tuesday night. Russo 3 weeks from tonight.
Because we watch them in order, and next week we have off.
Next week we have off. 2 weeks from now, April 20th, Raw's War, and 3 weeks from now, the Unforgiven pay-per-view. I need to make sure it's on Netflix. If it's on Netflix, we'll be watching it in 3 weeks from now.
Do you think all their pay-per-views are on Netflix?
I'm not sure. I don't think so, but I'm not sure.
Can you imagine how much Laser Pointer is probably pissed off Vince McMahon?
Why?
People would be pointing lights at the wrestlers and shit, distracting from the product. See the laser pointer?
I tell you, flash cameras really added a lot to wrestling shows back in the day.
Especially like with the old types of cameras where it looked like stars when it would flash, you know?
Mm-hmm.
I like the super retro wrestling where like the lights above the ring leave like trails on the camera, you know?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Like NWA.
Yeah. And like early WCW has that too.
Mm-hmm. And I guess WWF from that era, same thing.
I haven't watched a lot of it. WrestleMania 1 had it though.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you haven't seen a lot of 80s WWF.
No, that's because
Yeah,
I'm
I'm
a
seeing a lot of the-
WCW girl.
I'm seeing a lot of the Hulkamania era, which was really excellent. I know you'd seen WrestleMania 1 and 4.
Mhm.
I'm not sure what else you've seen. I'm sure you've seen a Hulk Hogan and Ultimate Warrior from WrestleMania 6.
Yeah, you showed me that.
Yeah.
Well, they had 2 matches, which at 2 different WrestleManias.
No.
No.
One at WrestleMania 6. They only fought again at Halloween Havoc 98, WCW.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I've seen both of those.
They brought Warrior in so Hogan could get his loss back from the Warrior.
One of those matches was not very good.
That was the Halloween Havoc 98.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fans love it. World title match.
I am so curious to see what kind of gear Vince McMahon wears. Does he wear gear, or does he just come out in like his
I don't remember.
blazer and long sleeve shirt?
I don't remember. Believe this is Vince McMahon's first wrestling match.
Ever?
I believe so.
Wow. Quite a historic night.
Mm-hmm. Future WWF champion Vince McMahon.
It was a very boring match at WCW Havoc. Yeah, I remember one being pretty good and one being just like, oh god.
Yeah, the Halloween Havoc 98 was not the best. That was a great show, though. But that was one of the low points of the show, unfortunately.
I think this might be the only 2 Warrior matches I've seen.
I can
Yeah, because
believe
one of my coworkers like rants about the Warrior, like he loves him.
it. I love those
And I
Warrior.
do
Yeah.
not get it.
Really?
From those 2 matches, no.
Yeah, you got to see more of them. You've seen him. I'm sure we've seen some Royal Rumbles and Survivor Series.
I mean, like
He was
some
on.
solo matches.
Oh.
Because in Rumbles and stuff, like, you shine for like 5 seconds. Unless you're winning the Rumble.
I believe this is the Raw that ended WCW's ratings winning streak. Because I think that's how they do it. Austin versus McMahon, and Austin has one arm tied behind his back
Tonight?
tonight. Huh.
Stoned 316. Chad is raw.
What is wrong?
Chad.
Stone Cold so over during this period.
Do you think his character would get over as much nowadays?
Yes.
Like an equal amount?
Yes. Yeah.
I just agree.
Really? Why?
I feel like the climate is different. The social climate.
He's the shit.
He's the shit, but I don't know if he would come across as being the shit nowadays. Like if he were to debut. Like I know people still love him nowadays, but
Yeah.
I think that's because of their love for him back then, and he's continuing to be awesome and the same person, you know?
And here comes the new DX, revealed about 2 weeks ago. We got Triple H, the returning X-Pac, and the World Tag Team Champs, the New Age Outlaws. And Triple H is European champ at this point, still.
Did he come out with a belt?
He did not come out with his belt. And I don't think the Outlaws have their belts either, for some reason. That's weird. And we have Los Boricuas and the DOA in the ring. So I'm not sure what we're about to see.
Is DX all on commentary?
I don't know. Chain match. DOA versus Los Boricuas. Who are you for in this one, Kay, or do you not care about either of these teams?
I don't care even a little bit about either of these
We got
teams.
Chains and Billy Gunn fighting on the outside.
Well, then I'm for Los Boricuas.
Why?
Because they're beating up Billy Gunn.
No. I'm not sure what DX is doing out there. I don't know. Oh. Headshot by X-Pac, who returned several weeks ago, still has not had a match. X-Pac. And for those of you that, DX pissed on the DOA bikes on their motorcycles. I remember that.
That still doesn't explain why they're out there. It explains why Chains
they're
is
out
wanting to beat them up. But
Yeah. Well, out there to beat up Chains. Pedigree on the steel chair.
is it ironic that they're having a Chains match and Chains is not in it?
I think that is ironic, yes. So for those of you just joining us, you want to open Netflix, go to the Raw Vault. We're watching Raw is War from April 13th, 1998. And we are 17 minutes, 47 seconds into the show.
Eric Tate pointing out that Stone Cold made Raw a big show that era.
Mm-hmm. Definitely.
Yeah, I'm not trying to take away anything that Stone Cold did. I just think were he to debut nowadays, I think he'd reach like LA Knight level popularity, but I don't know that he would exceed that.
You're crazy. So DX in the ring now. This is a no disqualification match. Oh, wait. Well, the announcer said it was. I think this is a no contest now.
Now, if he were going against Vince McMahon nowadays, I think people would still be as for him as you were.
Oh, the fans chanting for LOD. LOD, Legion of Doom, they're the #1 contenders for the World Tag Team titles that the Outlaws have.
Wait, are they not LOD 2000 anymore?
They are LOD 2000. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I believe the pay-per-view, they're defending the belts against LOD 2000. And I think they just announced that Triple H is defending the European title against Owen Hart. So we have 4 matches for the pay-per-view now. Oh.
Double dick punch.
Mm-hmm. DX just came out and beat everyone up. And Kay, you're a fan of the rest of DX, but not Triple H, correct?
Correct. I hate Triple H.
Yeah, I'm not a
He
fan.
sucks. He's not a good wrestler. He's not an interesting personality.
No.
Nothing about him is good.
I did like him at this time.
His hair is a little bit luscious, and that's all of the positive things I can say about him.
Yeah, one of the most overrated wrestlers of all time, definitely.
Maybe personalities.
Yes. Yeah.
Because he has like none.
Yeah, I'm not a Triple H fan.
No offense if you are. To each their own opinion.
Each their own, right?
Someone has to love him. It's just not us. He has cool WrestleMania entrances sometimes. I will say that for him.
Shane McMahon back there with Vince and the Stooges now.
Oh, kind of speaking of Triple H and his WrestleMania entrances, are we going to see this new Masters of the Universe movie that's coming out?
At some point, I'm sure we will.
Krispy Kreme has exclusive Masters of the Universe donuts.
Of course they do.
Yeah. One of them has Skeletor heads on them, and it looks pretty cool.
I can't eat that junk.
No, I just thought it would be nice if you could just buy the decorations.
Yeah.
And not the donuts part.
A lot of debate over whether Vince is going to take the title shot or not.
He better.
Yeah. Why?
Because it said on Netflix that this is the first time he ever battles him. So there better be a fucking real battle. I'll be really mad. Plus, it's how I advertised it on X. So there better be, or else I'm a liar. Because Netflix would be a liar.
Mm-hmm. Chains stretchered out. And here comes Vince again.
Prompted DX to pee on LOD's, or not LOD,
DOA.
DOA's bikes.
I think they were just having a good time.
Oh.
Yeah.
It wasn't like vengeance or anything.
I don't think so. And we have some luchadors in the ring.
It's not Will Parker.
And Scott Taylor and Brian Christopher are in the ring. Just forming their tag team that eventually becomes the team called Too Much, and then eventually becomes the team Too Cool.
That's not Scotty Too Hottie?
Yeah, he becomes Scotty
okay.
Too Hottie. He is Scott Taylor at this point.
But it still says 2 on his tights?
Oh, I didn't see his tights.
Has it been 30 minutes already, or is he answering this call early?
It has not been 30 minutes because the show has not been on for 30 minutes even.
Okay, I didn't think so.
Ballot of Events 316.
Like, I looked super psyched that his sign was on TV.
Mhm.
I love how much joy people get from wrestling.
Yeah.
Like kids and adults, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Like, you want to see someone having a fucking good time, look at someone at a wrestling show.
Mm. It's a good time.
Yeah.
Usually.
We went to a wrestling show this
Sunday.
and it was awesome. And the guy next to us would not shut the fuck up.
He was the
'cause
most
he was
annoying wrestling fan I've ever been around. Definitely.
after every move in every match, he'd go, "Oh!"
Every
every
single
move,
move.
every single move, no matter what it was.
No exaggeration.
He did it a lot throughout the day.
Thousands of times.
And that wasn't the only noise he was making.
No.
That was just the most frequent.
Yeah.
And he was like calling the match to his dad, who was sitting on the other side of him. It was very odd.
Yeah.
Because his dad was not blind. So like he could see what was happening.
So McMahon accepts the challenge. And that is our main event tonight. Stone Cold and Vince McMahon.
You don't think that laser light would piss him off? He seems like such a control freak, and that's something he absolutely has no control over.
You're probably right. I think eventually laser lights, maybe at this point even, were banned from
Well, I figured they
WWF
were,
events. Yeah.
But how are you going to catch that, you know?
Yeah. My friend snuck a flask into a WWF event at one point.
Were they of age?
Yes.
That's good, at least.
Yeah.
Saving on the $32 beer.
Mm-hmm. It was Woody.
Of course it was Woody.
Yeah.
You have to tell me who it was.
They are getting up for some reason. I missed that. Maybe we're going to have this tag team match here.
Who are these luchadors that I'm seeing?
I'm not sure. Oh,
Oh.
maybe we're never going to have this tag team match. Maybe The Undertaker? I don't know. Yep, Undertaker.
He's going to wrestle with the luchadors.
I don't think so, somehow.
He's working on adopting a new style.
No.
Is he like trying to sell an injury, or does he always walk with a slight limp?
I don't know. He definitely looks like he's limping, though.
Timestamp asks rewind.
What's up, Rewind? We are 26 minutes, 24 seconds in.
I was talking about you earlier with that new championship belt that they debuted last week and how much you like it.
And Undertaker double choke slamming the luchadors.
For no reason.
For no reason. And, and he's got his hands on Scott Taylor. Choke slam. Brian Christopher ran away.
Oh, Brian Christopher was the one whose tape said two.
Yeah. Too sexy.
Oh, okay.
Brian Christopher. And a tombstone for Scott Taylor. I don't think we're seeing that tag team match.
I'd have to agree with you on that call.
I would say Kane bringing out the dark side of the Undertaker, but I think we've been there for several years with the dark side of the Taker.
He does have that drawn-on jailhouse tattoo.
Mm-hmm. One of WCW's, if you want to call it a fumble, I don't know. He wasn't great in his time with WCW. I think the Undertaker character made him a lot, but he was in WCW before WWF, as was Stone Cold.
As the Undertaker, though, right?
No, he was.
Oh,
He
all
was.
the time we've seen him as the Undertaker, that's been WWF.
Yes. Yeah, WWF owns that character. Starburst Slam of the Week from 2 weeks ago. Stone Cold stunning the owner of the WWF.
Speaking of Starburst, you have quite the collection going on.
Yes, I do.
He's had the little hidey hole next to the bed where he has lots of different Starbursts. Best belt ever made, it says Rewind.
It's a good one.
I spoke up for you because you weren't here in your love of the belts.
It's a pretty one.
He made that character too. If you ask 100 people to do it, they would have failed.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah,
That's a tough character to pull off and not look silly.
And to do it as long as he's been doing it, successfully mostly the whole time, except for the Biker Taker.
Yeah, the Biker Taker was shitty. The American Badass, as he was referred to.
Oh,
I did not like that at all. People loved it, though. Came out the Kid Rock, American Badass.
I feel like more people were into biking back then.
I have no idea.
Maybe it was because I lived in Florida, and so I saw the Daytona people all the time.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I think that. I got a little bit of a hidey hole for you, Asa. You can put your Starburst in my hole anytime, big guy.
No, thank you. Here's Tennessee Lee. Jeff Jarrett. Oh, excuse me. Tennessee Lee is talking. Here's Jeff Jarrett. Good old Double J. Went back to his Double J country singer persona.
Interesting. Eric Tate saying in 2006, Jimmy Hart ran an all-nude women wrestling company. And it was called Newlywed.
Never heard that.
That's interesting. Isn't he like super Jesus-y?
No idea.
Jimmy Hart?
No idea. Jesus never said anything against nudity.
Yeah, but I'm talking about like uptight Christian values.
Oh. I have no idea his religion.
I thought he preached. Maybe I'm thinking of just George South.
No idea.
Double J all lit up, says Rewind.
Mm-hmm. Looking
Naked
good.
wrestling, says Eric Tate.
Sounds like a good time.
Agreed.
If they're women.
I think it sounds like a good time no matter what.
We had Double J fighting someone.
I'm going to change that, actually. There's a lot of wrestlers whose dicks I would not want to see.
Akemi Shinoku taking on Jeff Jarrett. The light heavyweight champion. And of course, this is a non-title match.
I love it, says Eric Tate. What are these papers that are flying everywhere?
Flyers that say Double J, ain't he great?
Are they releasing them from the ceiling or is the crowd throwing them?
The ceiling.
Oh, okay.
You didn't see them as he entered?
No, I was reading the chat.
Oh. Double J got the strut on. One of my favorites, Double J. I think one of the smartest wrestlers there's ever been. He knows what gets over. He knows what works. He's great in the ring, great on the mic. Underrated. One of the most underrated performers, I feel like.
One of the worst top half of gear in the history of wrestling.
Yeah, I don't know what's up with that gear.
He loves it. He wears it for so many years.
He wears it for years. Yeah.
So many different colors. So
yeah, I don't know. I don't know what's up with that.
Plus, you think it would get in the way. Like, how many times have wrestlers, like, hands slipped through there, got entangled?
Mm-hmm.
I like how the flyers are still coming down and hitting the wrestlers in the face.
Oh. I'm not sure why they didn't bring some light heavyweights on the show for Taka to defend the belt against. WWF was not good with their light heavyweight division back then. Not at all. Taka was a great wrestler, but they didn't have enough light heavyweights, while WCW was crushing it with their cruiserweight division.
Did they need it though for this time? They were focused on other things.
Yeah, they were focused on other things. But if you're going to have a light heavyweight division, do it right. Try to do it right. Oh, here is Club Kamikaze interfering.
What? That's his name?
That's the stable name, Club Kamikaze. So just as I was talking about bringing in some challengers for Taka, here we go. And there they go.
WCW did it right, sort of. They never made them into bigger stars.
Right, true. I mean, WCW, they used it. They should have and could have been bigger stars. That's right. But that's not what WCW was using it for. They were using it to get the crowd excited. And I think for the purpose they were doing the cruiserweights, I think they did a great job. They weren't trying to make them big stars. They were trying to just put on good matches, and they succeeded in that.
Switch saying, "Hey, my loving fam, miss you guys.
What's up, Switch?
Miss you. At the beach. We appreciate you talking to us, but dude, you should be at the beach right now."
So I guess Taka wins by DQ. I don't know.
I guess you can bring TV with you no matter where you go.
Yeah, I guess Taka won by DQ. I'm not sure.
I hope you're having a good time.
Mm-hmm.
Getting to relax some.
We will be at the beach in 6 days. I cannot wait.
Very true, Asa, says Rewind. But look how big Ray got, and Eddie, and Chris, and Jericho.
Yeah.
True. Chris Benoit, is that who saying?
Yeah, I assume so. Yeah. But see, the thing is, WWF pushed Jericho and Benoit and Guerrero as heavyweights. Ray, you obviously can't push as a heavyweight, although he was eventually heavyweight champion. But you can't push him as a heavyweight, but he still got over. Like I said, they could have been big stars, the cruiserweights in WCW. That just was not Bischoff's goal with them.
Are they giving Vince McMahon a crash course in how to wrestle?
Yes.
Like after 30 years in the business, he doesn't know.
Well, Pat Patterson is a former Intercontinental Champion, the first Intercontinental Champion, and Gerald Briscoe was a wrestler for many years from North Carolina. Gerald Briscoe.
He's from a family of wrestlers, isn't he? The Briscoes?
Yeah. Well, the Briscoe brothers. I'm not sure how many others there were in the family. And here is Farouk.
WCW only made one new star, and that was Goldberg. Besides that, they had their top 5 talents, and that was it.
That may be a good point.
Say there's more talent there.
Well, in that era, they only made one new star. Think about all the stars they had, though. Johnny B. Bad, Sting,
Cactus Jack,
Vader was a star in the U.S. Sid became a star in WCW. So in the 90s, they made a lot of stars in the early and mid 90s.
The British Bulldog.
Dustin Rhodes. Well, Bulldog was already a star. He came from WWF.
Oh. Did Mr. Perfect come from there too?
He was in WWF.
Oh.
Yeah.
See, my wrestling education, or wrestlecation, if you will, has been all jumbled together.
Yeah.
So I don't know the timelines of anything. Or the difference between companies, like 30% of the time.
That should be easy, the difference between the companies.
Why? Some of the characters appear in both with the same name.
Yeah, but based on the rest of the personnel in the company, you should be able to separate them.
Yeah, but if I'm thinking of a British Bulldog match, and it's against someone who also was in WWF and in ECW or WCW, how am I supposed to tell which is which?
From the rest of the matches on the show.
Yeah, but I don't. If I'm thinking of one match, I don't remember the entire card.
Gotcha. And here comes the Nation of Domination, now led by Intercontinental Champ The Rock.
It's all jumbled together, Kay, because you're gonna re-education. If you want to pay $30,000, you get an Ivy League education, professional wrestling. I'm gonna pass on that. Thank you, though. I'll take my jumbled free wrestlecation.
Which I think the next part of, we're going to watch some 1990, not on TV, just Kay and I in private. We're going to watch some 94 Raw's Wars. Excuse me, Monday Night Raws.
That is not going in not chronological order for my wrestlecation.
No, I'm going in order of DVDs I bought and not watched yet.
Yeah.
And some
See,
WCW.
This is what derails my wrestlecation.
Some WCW DVDs.
And NWA, don't we have best of NWA for 2 years or something?
Mm-hmm.
New generation WWF is not that good in my opinion. I prefer that shitty Southern wrestling over that. LOL.
Wow, I love New Generation, but that's when I started watching, really hardcore watching WWF. So a lot of that is nostalgia, I'm sure. It was not the best WWF period, although they had a lot of great people: Bret Hart, Yokozuna, Owen Hart, Razor Ramon, Doink. The first Doink was great. Here comes Shamrock and Steve Blackman. But New Generation had a lot of good people.
Who's the guy in the Nation with the black jacket with the red stripe?
D'Lo Brown.
Oh, I always forget what he looks like.
He starts to become more of a star in a bit. More of a single star.
I only know him from draws.
Yeah.
I don't think I've seen him
accidentally
wrestle by
paralyzed
himself.
draws, yeah.
Has to be like the worst thing.
Yeah. He visited draws a lot after that, because I'm sure he felt terrible.
Mhm.
That was probably the biggest injury, the worst injury ever in a WWF ring, was when Draws got paralyzed.
Rewind saying Matt Bourne, the first Doink the Clown, legit tough guy, V1 wrestler, legit shooter.
Oh, I didn't know he was an amateur wrestler, but he had, if you watch the first Doink the Clown, Matt Bourne, he could wrestle his ass off. He was one of the best wrestlers in WWF at that point.
I think we talked about how he was a collegiate.
We have a commercial, 30 seconds.
A collegiate wrestler in the Dark Side of the Ring episode.
I think you're right. Yeah, I love the original Doink. When he's a heel, such a great character. So good at wrestling, so good at crowd work. I mean, he did it. He did that character way better than it had any right to be.
I should just order a Megadeth shirt.
And we are back from commercial. And this is where Cactus Jack said it'll be a long time before we see him in a WWF ring again. Last week.
Speaking of Cactus Jack, we're gonna get to go to the Christmas store.
Mm-hmm. At the beach.
That's exciting.
Yeah.
It has a Halloween section.
Here comes Terry Funk.
Exciting. Is he not Chainsaw Charlie anymore?
He is Terry Funk again. No longer Chainsaw Charlie.
I can tell because he doesn't have that pantyhose over his head.
Or the chainsaw?
Or the chainsaw.
Yeah.
Did he always have a chainsaw as Chainsaw Charlie?
Yes.
Oh.
Former NWA World Champion, Terry Funk. He has a new tag team partner. Who do you think it is?
Is it going to be Dude Love?
I don't know. We'll see.
Pantyhose with baby powder. Don't forget the baby powder, says Rewind.
I don't know what was
Good
up with
call.
that character.
Maybe it's to obscure his face even more from the police, you know?
From the police.
Yeah, you know how burglars wear pantyhose over their heads? You put baby powder on it, it's even harder to see her facial features.
You think the police were after Chainsaw Charlie?
What's wrong with a fucking chainsaw? So maybe.
He said he's going to put some funk in your faces. I assume this is Flash Funk and Terry Funk. Oh, he says his partner is hardcore. Well, he was ECW, Too Cold, Flash Funk. It's got to be
Looks like
Flash
a
Funk.
thing.
It's got to be Flash Funk when he's saying bring out the funk. Flash Funk. Well, he's wearing his Too Cold Scorpio gear. So I believe he is Too Cold Scorpio again. He's not dressed like a pimp. Too Cold Scorpio taking on the Quebecers.
Hackers are cheating. Does one of them have a eye patch that's like held on by like a head straps?
Yes.
Does he always wrestle on that?
Yes. That is Pierre. Now, still wrestling nowadays, known as PCO in Juggalo Championship Wrestling, JCW.
He doesn't wrestle with an eye patch now.
No.
So he didn't have something wrong with his eye. He just did it for fun.
Correct.
God damn it. Wrestling gets me all the time.
Yeah.
Tricks me. Yeah, the guy who broke the goat's neck, Taz, he should have gotten 155 years in hard prison camp for that.
Talking about
Says
Too
Rewind.
Cold Scorpio.
Oh, I forget that that's who did that.
Yeah, Too Cold with a nice high drop kick and another. Great wrestler. Talk about great wrestlers of the 90s. This guy's right up there. WCW, ECW, WWF, did them all.
Yes, he had a corkscrew accident in 1983 and lost his eye, and now he has a glass eye.
Oh, shit.
Says Rewind. Ha!
Oh,
I was
shit.
not tricked. You were tricked.
I did not know. Okay, we learned something every
Oh, he
week.
says no, just messing.
Oh, okay. I was going to say, I didn't think that was true, but hey, it sounds true. It sounded true.
And then I got double tricked.
It looks legit, but that has to be so hard to wrestle with an eye patch on. It takes away your depth perception. It's dangerous. Quebecers, of course, former World Tag Team Champions, 2 or 3 times tag champs.
Maybe he was into that, like, Captain Hook band. What was that called?
So, Dr. Hook
Dr. Hook.
and the Medicine Show. Is that
Yes.
what they were called? Dr. Hook and something.
Yeah. Yes, that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
The cover of the Rolling Stone people.
Mm-hmm. Too Cold, 450 splash on Pierre. That is going to do it. Terry Funk and Too Cold get the win.
When do we get Mankind? Has he existed yet?
Yes.
But he disappeared for Cactus Jack to come back, or that was Mick Foley?
Mick Foley has not been a character yet, just as his real name. There's been Cactus Jack and Mankind and Dude Love. We've seen all 3 at different periods.
Wait, is Mick Foley's real name?
I believe it is. Yes, I believe it is.
Asa was telling me the other day about how wrestlers I thought were using their real names are not using their real names.
Yeah, like for example, Steve Austin sounds like a normal enough name, but his name is Steve Williams.
Oh.
Yeah.
Why
Almost
Steve?
no one uses their real name. Because there was Dr. Death, Steve Williams was already a wrestler.
That's right.
Yeah.
Is it like SAG members?
No.
Oh.
But you don't want to be known as Steve Williams when there's already a famous Steve Williams. Here comes Luna.
We had the Briscoe brothers when there was already the Briscoe brothers.
Yeah, I wouldn't have done that if I were them.
What is his name? Mark Briscoe, really?
His real name?
Yeah.
I have no idea.
Her real name, obviously, Luna Vachon.
I had no idea what her real name is.
I just told you. I have no idea. I should have known he was lying when he said corkscrew accident.
It sounded true to me.
But it's like wrestlers, you know, so you never know. Everything that's made up sounds real.
Yeah.
I'll read your comment as soon as Asa comes back. Rewind. And as Rewind is pointing out, it is now Warzone time. Rewind says that he has the same kind of hat. Would you like to see him as a captain, Asa?
Sure. If it involves him wearing clothes, also, yes, sure. Let's see the captain's hat. What did Luna have to say?
Great question.
Yeah. And now we're seeing the Warzone intro.
If anyone watching can fill him in on what Luna said, I was not paying attention.
And just a time check for you. We are 49 minutes, 7 seconds in.
Why'd you take the fun out of everything, Asa? If I can't be a naked captain, I don't want to be a captain.
I'm just no fun, I'm sorry. And here comes Sable, probably the second most over person in WWF, as I said earlier. Excuse me, here comes Goldust, dressed in drag.
It's a very well fitted evening gown for someone of that size.
Yeah. There was one point where Dustin Rhodes had kind of lost his mind as the Goldust character, and he suggested to Vince Russo and Vince McMahon that he get breast implants.
Like in real life?
Yes. And I'm not sure. I believe McMahon and Russo passed on that idea.
Oh, so to win the evening gown match, do you have to rip the evening gown off?
Correct.
Oh, that's way less exciting.
Off comes the wig. What did you think was going to happen in an
I
evening
thought they were
gown
just
match?
wrestling in evening gowns.
And here comes Sable, maybe?
Yes.
Yes. People love Sable. But yeah, it's kind of like there used to be a thing called tuxedo match where you would see like managers do in the 80s and 90s. People that couldn't wrestle, you have to rip the tuxedo off your opponent. I don't know why that became a thing. Why you want to see a male manager in his underwear, but it became a thing.
Because it's humiliating.
Oh, it's humiliating, right? Yeah.
Love me a good tuxedo match, says Rewind. So interesting. The crowd definitely loves Sable more than Luna, but do you think they're going to be hoping that Luna wins?
15-second commercial.
Because then
No, they'll be cheering for Sable to win the match. I assume.
Even though then they'll see Luna in her underwear and not Sable?
I think people are just used to cheering for their favorites to win the match. We're back from commercial. Sorry.
I see it too.
We are 51 minutes, 36 seconds in.
Did you get your wedding ring fixed today?
Forgot to take it. And we got the world's most dangerous man, Ken Shamrock, and the Lethal Weapon, Steve Blackman, who almost look like carbon copies of each other. And they're taking on the new Midnight Express. And I'm not sure if this is for the NWA tag titles or not. I don't know.
Oh, I skipped a comment. I'm sorry, rewind. To be honest, I think Goldie is more sexier than dress like that. You know what I'm talking about. Talking about Gold Dust.
Mm-hmm. So if a viewer out there heard if this was a title match or not, please let me know.
Rewind saying they look so similar because they gave each other steroid shots in their ass every night.
I believe it.
Oh, is this the crappy Midnight Express?
Yeah. They're not that bad. They just shouldn't have called themselves the Midnight Express. Like,
The crappy version of the Midnight Express.
it's the blonde is Bob Holly, aka Sparky Plug, aka Hardcore Holly, and the guy with the brown hair is Bart Gunn, formerly part of the Smoking Guns.
I think it's an affront to women's wrestling that he took the name Hardcore Holly, which is such a cool name, when a woman could have used it.
Mm-hmm.
For shame.
But yeah, they're the NWA Tag Team Champions, accompanied by Dan Severn and Jim Cornette.
Why are they defending NWA belts on WWF?
Jim Cornette had got the NWA to make some kind of deal with the WWF.
AKA Stiff, AKA Don't Want to Fuck with Bob Marley, says Rewind.
He might have meant Bob Holly.
Sorry, Bob Holly, he says.
Bob Holly, supposedly very stiff in the ring, and just a guy with a bad attitude. Just always ready for a fight. Thought he was a real tough guy, and from the stories, he was a tough guy, but
a dick.
But a dick. Yeah, that's the
legacy.
That's the legacy. He was a dick.
Ugh.
Terrible Hurricane Rana.
Don't even call it that.
The crowd boos. This is Philly. They're not putting up with that shit. They're used to seeing ECW. They've seen Rey Mysterio. That's Hurricane Rana isn't gonna fly in Philly. They've seen Mysterio. They've seen Eddie Guerrero. They've seen Rob Van Dam. You can't pull that shit. You better bring it. And Taz, Rewind. They've seen Taz. I was just bringing up Hurricane Rana, guys.
So when they were in ECW, did they all live in Philly or did they like still travel around? ECW was filmed in Philly, wasn't it? Like all the time?
Not all the time, no.
Oh,
It was for many years it was primarily in the Northeast. But not always in Philly. That was just their home base.
Gotcha. Yeah, everyone's seen Taz, and that's not really his moveset, but he can suplex. Says Rewind.
Sure can.
Yes, he can. What are we watching where someone called someone else the suplex machine? It was like, what?
Well, Taz used to be called the human suplex machine.
Yeah. I think you shouldn't be allowed to call someone a suplex machine.
What did they call Brock Lesnar that?
No, it wasn't Brock Lesnar. It was on WWE recently. What did we watch?
You mean WWF?
No, I mean WWE.
Well, it had to be WrestleMania then.
Yeah.
It's the only WWE show I've seen in a year. Bam. Got to see my favorite independent wrestler, JP Lehman, this Sunday. He and Braden Bailey are still the AML Tag Team Champions. They beat former ECW star C.W. Anderson and Arn Anderson's son, Brock Anderson. No relation. What did I miss? What happened?
Oh, they're not related?
Double disqualification. They are not related.
What was the disqualification for?
They were not observing the referee's instructions to break hold. So we got a double DQ.
I did not expect his gear to be grubby gym clothes, but that's a good call because he wouldn't have wrestling gear.
Mm-hmm.
What is 10-3-2-1?
Used to be a way to make like long distance calls.
Oh.
We're gonna hear from Vince McMahon yet again. Commissioner Slaughter now in the room. Huh? See, Rewind says, I used to hate Jim Cornette for the longest time, and part of the past year or two, I'm starting to enjoy him. Yeah, he's a very smart, very funny guy. I don't like how much he insults AEW. I think wrestling has passed Jim Cornette by in a lot of respects. But I mean, he had a smart wrestling mind for many years. Was one of the best managers of all time. I mean, talk about someone you want to see take a beating. Jim Cornette was like the definition of that in the 80s. And The Undertaker back out. Rewind saying wrestling passed Jim Cornette a long time ago. He's stuck in the past. I would agree with that. Unfortunately for him, yeah. Man, the Headbangers are in, and I think The Undertaker is disrupting another match tonight, waiting for Kane to come out. And here's a tombstone to Mosh. Excuse me, that was Thrasher. And a chokeslam to Mosh. And I think here comes Kane. I will be right back.
Kane, America's favorite dentist, says Rewind. Hmm. Huh. Oh my goodness. A cemetery match on mom and dad's graves. That's fucked up. Like that Lawler doesn't want to be a commentator for that match. Oh, is it almost main event time? Asa has the control, and he's not here, so I can't tell. Oh, we're getting another Val Venus promo. Well, that wasn't totally pixelated, was it?
Val Venus.
Who's your new favorite wrestler, Kay? Mr. Val Venus? No. I actually haven't seen him wrestle yet, so definitely not. He's too oily. I'm not into that. Maybe it was just water. It just looked oily. I don't know who my favorite wrestler from this time period is. At least like in WWF. Probably McFoley. But he just left. So probably The Rock or Steve Austin. Just to be different, you know.
Oh,
Oh, Terry Funk. I'm gonna go with Terry Funk since McFoley is not wrestling. Your favorite wrestler is Taz. That's everyone's favorite wrestler. 97.7% of wrestling fans would agree with that.
and Taz signed with WWF right before the end of the Russo era. I'm not sure if he made his debut during Russo's tenure or not. I'm not sure if we'll ever get to WWF Taz. Because
It's just naming my favorite wrestler during this period of WWF.
Yeah.
So Taz wouldn't be included in that.
Yeah, Taz signed in August or September. I think it was September of '99, and Russo left in October of '99.
Why are you trying to tell Rewind when Taz signed somewhere? You think he doesn't have that memorized?
I'm telling you and our other viewers. We have other
I
viewers.
thought you were telling Rewind.
No.
Come on. Rewind knows all regarding Taz.
And Taz got the "you sold out" chance big time when he signed with WWF, but I'm sure he made a lot more money than ECW.
Taz made his debut at Royal Rumble 2000.
Would have it to him in 2000. Yeah.
Okay.
We got DX back out.
2000 says Rewind. Those bananas are not quite ready for eating yet. They're still a little too green.
Thank you.
Yeah. He also got one of the biggest pops JR ever heard in Madison Square Garden.
Yeah, it's
That's what Jim Ross said.
a big pop.
Is that where he debuted?
Here comes Owen. For WWF, yes.
Yeah. When the GOAT made his debut at Royal Rumble 2000, says Rewind.
And we just recently passed the anniversary of Owen Hart's death, May 23rd. 99, which, as I said, when we get to Over the Edge 99, we will skip that show.
Oh, can we skip the Raw after it too? It's going to be so sad.
Maybe, maybe not.
Okay. I thought it was main event time.
No. Main event is Austin and McMahon.
We did time check for people.
We are at 1 hour, 8 minutes, 40 seconds. We got 33 minutes left in the show.
They have a China wrestling buddy, and it looks just like she looks right now. I'm on the fence about buying it. Says
I don't remember a China wrestling buddy.
wait, is it new? Because aren't they coming back with us now? For wrestling buddies?
Not sure. Don't know.
It's new. They have a bunch of new ones, says Rewind. That's what I thought.
That's cool.
Oh, did you see that Ray Parker
Yes, I did.
figure I sent you? Isn't that cool? Did
No,
you
I
see
didn't
that?
say you sent it to me.
Yeah, I sent it to you with the gold record.
Yeah, so the gold record ghost.
Ghost, yeah.
That's
That's
cool.
cool.
Is that a real thing?
Yeah, it was on Ghostbusters. It's for charity, I think.
That's cool.
For those of you that are Ghostbusters fans, it's in the style of the oh crap, what's it called? The real Ghostbusters. I was gonna say the new Ghostbusters, but I knew that wasn't right. Colton Gunn was really reminding me of his father on Collision this week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How so?
Just his looks, how he's like transformed to look more like his dad.
Mm.
And his physique.
Oh, that's a pop. Here comes LOD 2000 with Sonny. Number one contenders to the tag belts.
Funny looks like she would be a soccer mom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kind of the opposite from all the stories. She's a crackhead.
I know, yeah. I'm just saying, her appearance is here.
So we start Billy Gunn and Owen Hart already in progress.
The new and improved and under new management LOD 2000 and 1998. I guess LOD 1998. Does it have the same? It doesn't have the same ring to it.
Mm-mm. Who you for in this match, Billy Gunn or Owen?
I'm for Billy Gunn.
Wow.
I love Billy Gunn.
Wow.
I've seen very few Owen Hart matches. I've seen a lot of Billy Gunn matches.
Wow. Okay.
Plus, I love the New Age Outlaws. Don't make me choose. Actually, you made me choose, and it was easy to choose, so I guess it's overrun.
Wow.
Does that make me a bad person?
No, it's just surprising.
If Sunny was a soccer mom, she'd be selling crack out of her fanny pack right next to her 12-pack of Capri Sun.
Yeah, allegedly a crackhead and a cokehead and a convicted drunk driver. So Sonny has had a rough time with substance abuse, allegedly.
Penelope Ford has been added to WrestleCade. That's what I was doing. I was looking up because I saw someone this morning and then didn't talk to you about it, and I don't remember who it was. Do you think that means that Kip Sabian's gonna come with her?
Oh, I forgot he existed.
No.
I did.
No.
I hope so.
We could maybe see him wrestle in person. Maybe he'd wrestle at the wrestling show.
Mm-hmm.
What happened to her? They got that new girl and just got rid of her?
Who, Penelope Ford?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Because she was Megan Bain's, like, sidekick.
Yeah, I'm not sure why Penelope Ford isn't on television for AEW.
She's in prison for killing, and I know this is not Penelope Ford. She's talking about Sunny.
Yep.
She's in prison for killing a woman while she was drunk driving, and that's after her failed porn career. She has some demons.
Yeah, feel bad for her, yeah. And she was the hot woman in WWF until Sable showed up. I still think Sunny is hotter, but Sable became much more popular than Sunny was.
I think Sable's hotter.
Wow, that's fucked up. I was just reading in Vince Russo's first book today, Forgiven, and he said Sable is one of the most beautiful women he's ever seen.
Yeah.
And that he knew she was going to be a big star.
I can't believe you don't think that she's hotter than Sunny.
No.
Is it because she's younger?
Who's younger?
Sunny?
I don't know. Sable just looks old. She looked middle-aged even when she wasn't.
That might be why I find her more attractive now. It's because she's closer to my age.
That's weird. No, Sunny was hotter. She was sexier. Sable was just so that fake glamorous hot look is not for me.
Mm-hmm. It's not normally for me, but on Sable, I don't mind.
Like implants and dyed blonde hair and all that.
Are you guessing that Sunny's natural blonde?
No. Oh, China distracting Owen. Owen, watch out.
He fell for the oldest trick in the book.
Mm-hmm.
Sable to me looks like a pissed off Midwest housewife.
Yeah.
And she never used. I don't know. Oh, maybe she never used drugs. It looks like that to me when I was a kid. I guess I'm older. I have more life experience now.
I find her more attractive than I did when I was younger. When I was younger, like I said, she just looked like a middle-aged woman to me. That was totally unappealing.
Not that there's anything wrong with middle-aged women.
No, just when I was 14, I was not into middle-aged women.
That's probably good. It's probably healthy for a 14-year-old to not be into them.
Yeah.
That'd be really concerning.
Mm-hmm.
TX are the rulers of WWF.
Mm-hmm. That was a sign. That's
that was
not
a sign.
Kay.
Yeah. Sorry, that was a sign. I periodically will read signs. I'm not stating my opinions.
It's fun to see all the signs. You know, the writers used to say, they would go out and look at the signs, and you could tell what's getting over and what's not, depending on how many signs there were in the crowd for it.
Well, the last WWE show we went to, which was a few years ago now, during like the commercial breaks, Samantha Irvin would read the signs that she could see.
Very few signs nowadays.
Yeah, she did not read our No Bones About Wrestling sign.
Oh.
But I forgive her because she's awesome. Asa, not a fan.
Not a fan.
She was one of the things I was looking forward to the most about being at that WWE show.
Weird. Well, she was on X lecturing wrestling fans about how they should enjoy wrestling and how they shouldn't. It's like, who fucking gives a fuck what you think? Owen Hart gets the win over Billy Gunn.
Sable is only 31 years old in 1998.
Wow, she looks like 38.
She looks older, yeah. Yeah, they still do that. Read the signs, but they also check the signs when you walk into the arena, too. Says Rewind. Back in the day, they never used to check signs. They learned from their mistakes. I like the people that bring in, like, something written on one side, and then on the glossy side, they don't bring anything, haven't write anything on it, and then they bring a dry erase marker so they can change it.
An Insta sign.
Yeah, sneaky, and I like it. They must laminate it or something, because I don't think just the glossy side of the paper dry erase marker would come off of.
I don't know the strategy to that. I believe it is main event time.
Is going with a ribbed tank and some sweatpants.
Mm-hmm.
Vince is ready to go to war, says Rewind.
Yep.
Hey, says Eric Draven. Hey.
What's up, Eric? And if you're just joining us, maybe like Eric is, we are at 1 hour, 19 minutes, 13 seconds. We got 22 minutes for the main event here.
Yeah, you're just in time for the main event, Eric. This is the Raw that WWF beat WCW, I think.
Yep.
Says Eric Draven.
It is, yeah. First time in 84 weeks. WCW Nitro had an 83-week winning streak over Raw. And the Austin McMahon is what did it. People wanted to see Vince McMahon in the ring, and they won the ratings war that night.
That is not a ribbed tank. That's some sort of bodybuilding shirt, I believe.
Mm-hmm. McMahon was an avid bodybuilder, as you can tell. I think people were shocked at the shape Vince was in. He's never appeared on TV without a proper shirt on before.
How can anyone say this episode isn't an all-timer and crap on Vinny Russo? Asks Eric Draven.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah. Well, we've seen a lot of good Russo stuff tonight, you know? And again, as we say a lot, the Ace story weaves its way through the show. The Ace story is Austin McMahon. We had the challenge. We had the answer. We've seen McMahon, training up in the back and getting nervous, and it built up the match the whole show. So even if you're watching Nitro and you saw just a little bit of that, you knew the main event of Raw was Austin and McMahon.
That's a good point. Eric Tate saying NXT PLE is going to be on the CW network for free.
Wild.
Interesting. Eric Draven saying Jerry Briscoe is underrated during this time. LOL. Jerry Briscoe saying Mr. McMahon is iconic. Oh.
Mr. McMahon.
Shane looking not too happy at this match going on.
Mm-hmm. Here comes
this is
champ.
before he has stepped into a ring also?
Correct. I think, I could be wrong, I think Shane's first wrestling match wasn't until I want to say 1999. It could have been 98 though.
Fun fact, Jerry Briscoe is a Chickasaw Native American.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
Yep.
Our fans are always full of interesting information that I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
He's one of 5 in pro wrestling, says Eric Draven. Chickasaw specifically, or just Native Americans?
I think he means Chickasaw.
I mean Chickasaw.
Yeah. Been many Native
Native
Americans in
Americans,
wrestling. Or American Indians, or whatever the proper term
No, he's
is
talking about Native
nowadays.
Americans, because he says Tachaka, who's not Chickasaw.
Well, I thought they prefer American Indian now. I think either one is fine.
So their organization, the American Indian Movement, has always been called the American Indian Movement, but I believe Native American is still referred to American Indian.
Okay.
Native, he says. So Tatanka, Jules Strong now, Wahoo McDaniel. You had Youngblood too, wasn't he?
Chief J. Youngblood.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if he was actually an Indian or not. Native American, whatever.
Yeah. Pat Patterson is a sexual assault predator.
Those are the allegations.
We talked about that a little bit before you got on Rewind. I think there's more, says Eric Draven. Yeah, I think there's more too.
Oh, yeah. Vince McMahon's first match ever, he gets a world title shot. That's pretty good.
Eric has a sign, not Eric. Asa has a sign. Sorry, I'm talking to too many Erics. Asa has a signed tomahawk from Chief Wahoo McDaniel.
Mm-hmm. Met him when I was a kid, yeah. At a Kmart, I think it was.
That's cool. Correct term is either American Indian or your tribe name. Like elders say, "Hey, I'm Oglala Lakota." Sorry. But young natives say, they don't care. Dang, you got Wahoo merch, says Eric Draven.
Mm-hmm. I have a picture of he and I signed also. So here's where they tie one of Austin's arms behind his back.
Yeah, Tatanka is a member of the Lumbee tribe, which just got federal recognition this past year after applying for it for the last 150 years or 156 years. I think they were waiting before they finally got federal recognition as a tribe of Native Americans.
One of the largest tribes here in North Carolina.
I think they actually might be the
largest. Yeah.
Largest now. BT Dub, I read Russell. And what is this? I read by the BT Dub. I read Russell means book. He's one of the activist heroes of the Lakota people and
indigenous. I'm not sure who that is. I don't know.
I don't know.
Sounds interesting. Yeah. Always interested in Native American history.
Every Native American I've met, says Rewind, just goes by Native.
Native people.
So I'm not talking out of school. LOL.
Yeah. McMahon's fired up.
Yeah, but Wahoo was probably the best in my opinion, says Eric Draven.
Wow, my favorite Native wrestler is definitely Tatanka.
Yeah.
And I would say objectively the best is Tatanka.
He says, I think Jack Briscoe, Jerry's older brother, was good too.
Yeah, true. They were tag team champions several times in different territories. Crowd going nuts for Stone Cold.
I personally like Tatanka too, says Eric Draven.
Yeah, Tatanka was one of my heroes when I was 9, 10 years old.
The fans are fucking loving the shit, says Rewind.
Yes, they are.
Did you like Tatanka's run in 2006, Asa? I didn't.
I was not watching then, so I don't know. I have no opinion on it. I watched wrestling till about 2001, and then I went to college, and then I had my own business. I didn't have time for anything during those times. And then I started watching wrestling again in about 2015 or 16. So I took about a 15-year break from watching wrestling, yeah.
You've gone back and watched some of it. You watched the WrestleManias, you meant.
Yeah, true.
I watched wrestling until about 2001, 2002. Stopped watching until 2024, and I'm back and not watching it unless it's the old shit. Says Rewind.
Yeah, the old stuff's better.
Dude, Laps fans stopped at 2021. It's crazy how many
Yeah.
people say 2021 was the end of watching.
Or 2001, is that what he means? Maybe?
Oh, he said 2001. I was saying 2021. Sorry. 2001.
Well, that's when, WWF started to go down, or WWE then started to go downhill. They bought WCW, they bought ECW, they didn't have competition, and, the lack of competition sent them downhill.
Raven said that.
And they turned Stone Cold heel, which was one of the dumbest moves in the history of pro wrestling. That drove a lot of fans off because it felt so wrong. That drove a lot of people away.
Raven said the same thing. He didn't watch after they botched the invasion story.
Yep.
He said, did you stop watching also because the invasion sucked?
Partly, yeah. Yeah.
It was a big time thing for you too, though, wasn't it?
Yeah. Like I said, when I went to college, for one, I didn't have cable. I didn't have the money for cable, but I did music and I did my school and I worked and that was it. I didn't have time for anything else besides those three things. I had like 2 jobs and a band and was in college, so I didn't do anything else.
WWE going out of business sucked, man. I loved watching the old tapes of Jim Crockett promotions, even until 2001, says Eric Draven. I have to specify which Eric because we have 2 Erics. Technically, WWE did not buy ECW. They let it go to bankruptcy court, and they bought the assets from it.
Right.
It says Rewind.
Good call.
Asa looks like a Black Veil Brides type of guy.
I'm not sure what that is. I don't know. I hope it's a good thing.
Me too. All right, here we go.
Here we go. World title match.
What?
Oh. The dude is back. No.
Okay.
This is the return of Dude Love.
Back in the 2010s, it's an emo band. He is not an emo band kind of guy.
No.
He played that punk rock music.
Mm-hmm.
Asa looks like a Taz fan in that orange shirt. Taz is the most popular professional wrestler, according to 97.7% of wrestling fans.
I'm a Taz fan, definitely.
He's in back wearing a Grateful Dead shirt.
Grateful Dead Halloween shirt.
Yes, yeah. What are Ace's favorites? BT Dub bands.
Man, a lot of old stuff, mostly the Beatles, the Doors, the Grateful Dead, Elvis, Jimi Hendrix, a lot of punk rock like NoFX, Bad Religion, Nirvana,
David Byrne,
the Talking Heads. These are just the first things that come to mind. I like a lot of music, but mostly older stuff. Trying to think who I like that's around now.
You like
Shabuzi.
Benson Boone.
Benson Boone I like. Shabuzi I like.
McGee
I love. He's probably my favorite artist who's around now. Definitely.
We like that guy from Ted Lasso. What's his name?
Oh, Cam Cole is cool. Not a lot of newer music do I really like. But I don't go searching for music like I used to either. So that's a lot of it. I'm sure there's good stuff out there. I just don't. After growing up with Napster and LimeWire and Kazaa, I don't. And then I was a radio DJ at college, and I could copy any CD I wanted. After all those years of getting music for free, I can't bring myself to spend money on music.
But you guys should support artists.
Yeah, you definitely should. I just can't bring myself to do it. Primus, Fish. Like I said, I like a lot of different stuff. Mostly rock, mostly guitar, rock and roll.
Are You Lonesome Tonight is a classic Elvis track, in my opinion, says Eric Draven.
Oh, yeah.
Faz Beat saying, just came here to say hi, BT Dub. I got my AEW Redemption ticket. Awesome.
Wow, nice.
Where is Switch when you need him to bless our ears with his majestic voice?
Yeah.
I know, yeah. Switch is at the beach right now.
Yeah, and Switch would definitely have a lot different answers, but he listens to different stuff. But his favorite is definitely hip hop.
He's gonna sing some Elvis, is
I
what he's
know.
saying.
I
Yeah.
know.
Gave you guys a like. I gotta go, says Fazby. Thanks for stopping by.
So Dude Love took out Stone Cold.
Lost my anal virginity to In the Ghetto by Elvis. You know what I'm talking about, Asa.
Lord, what a weird song.
That was a weird song.
Dude Love taking it to the world champ here. We did not get the Austin McMahon matchup.
Netflix lied to me and it made me lie to the X universe.
It was the scheduled main event.
Wait, so Dude Love is a stooge for McMahon?
Well, it doesn't appear right now because McMahon looks pissed. I think he's trying to impress McMahon.
Oh.
Or remember, Cactus Jack said he was leaving
because people were cheering for Austin during his match.
Yeah.
That's right. Does Asa like any old hip hop?
Yeah, I like mostly older hip hop. When you could still, I know I sound like an old fashioned white guy, but when you can understand what they were saying, I like a lot of that hip hop. A lot of it turns me off because it's about like violence and drugs and hoes and bitches and shit like that, and I'm not down with that kind of stuff. Glorifying violence is not cool. And glorifying real violence is not cool. I love horror movies, but that's a totally different thing than hip hop talking about like shooting people and gang banging and all that. But to answer the question, I like Curtis Blow. I like Grandmaster Flash. I love Run DMC. I like most of what Tupac did. Like I said, I don't like the stuff about bitches and hoes and violence. Notorious B.I.G. was a great rapper, but I don't like him personally. Eminem, amazing rapper. I can get with some of his stuff.
Rewind saying, let the WWF universe paint a picture, Kay. It will all come in time. Eric Draven saying, I could see Asa rapping Public Enemy tracks.
Public Enemy was cool, yeah.
Eric Tate saying, Ario, Journey, Boston, Kiss.
Nice.
Eric Draven, Fight the Power. Switch should sing Don't Stop Believin' for the fans. I agree.
I like all those, but Journey, REO Speedwagon too. Not my favorites, but I like them, yeah. I used to love Weezer. Ozma is a band I really like. Rooney. I like a lot of rock and roll, a lot of different rock and roll.
Speaking of old hip hop, I like Arrested Development a lot.
They're cool. I haven't heard a lot, but they're cool. All right, folks, that is the end of that is the end of Raw's War. We're gonna do our bone ratings and then tell you what shows we have coming up. It was Raw's War, April 13th, 1998, in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. We opened up with a chain match. Disciples of Apocalypse and Los Boricuas fought to a no contest, and it wasn't much of anything. Wasn't much of a match. Then we had a non-title match where light heavyweight champion Taka Michinoku defeated Jeff Jarrett by disqualification. I gave that 3 bones out of 5. And if you're new to us, we rate things in bones, not stars. 0 bones is terrible. 5 bones is awesome. Up next, Terry Funk and his new tag team partner, the returning Too Cold Scorpio, no longer Flash Funk. They defeated the Quebecers. Too Cold hit a 450 splash and pinned Pierre. I gave that one 3 bones out of 5. And then we saw NWA Tag Champs, the new Midnight Express, accompanied by Jim Cornette and Dan Severn. They fought to a double disqualification with Ken Shamrock and Steve Blackman. Gave that one 2.5 bones. Some awkwardness there, mostly like punching and not. I mean, it was okay to watch, but not much of anything really. We had Owen Hart, accompanied by LOD 2000 and Sonny, and he wrestled Billy Gunn, accompanied by DX, one half of the tag champs, Billy Gunn, and Owen pinned Billy Gunn with a schoolboy roll-up. I gave that 4 bones out of 5. And the main event, the world title match, one of Austin's arms tied behind his back, Stone Cold and Vince McMahon, ended in a no contest when Dude Love returned and beat the crap out of Stone Cold. So do best match, worst match, rating for the whole show out of 5 bones. Kay, what do you say? Best match. Do you want me to go
I was
first?
reading the chat, and so I you
Okay.
go first.
Best match, definitely no question, was Owen Hart and Billy Gunn. That was the only match that went over like 4 minutes. Plus, it was a good match. Worst match of the night was Shamrock and Blackman versus the New Midnight Express. And rating for the show out of 5 bones, I'm going to go with 4 bones. The wrestling was nothing to write home about, except Owen Hart and Billy Gunn was good. But I did like getting to see Jeff Jarrett. The Austin McMahon build was awesome. The heel heat Mick Foley got for returning his dude Love and ruining the main event was awesome. I love seeing Mick Foley get one over on Stone Cold. So the storytelling, and furthering the Undertaker Kane feud and the Sable and Luna feud and the Triple H Owen Hart feud, good storytelling, good feuds going leading up to Unforgiven. Storytelling definitely better than the wrestling on this show, and I'll give it 4 bones out of 5 overall. Kay, what do you say?
I'm going to agree with you on both matches. The best match was the Owen Hart Billy Gunn match. Worst match, the New Midnight Express, because they're boring. And then it's just Shamrock and Blackman. But I'm going to give it 3.5 bones because the wrestling was so lacking.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
Yeah. Some comments really quickly. It's not letting me scroll back. Oh, there we go. Does Asa like Breaking Benjamin or 3 Day Grace?
Never. I've heard the names, but I've never heard any of their music.
Okay. See you guys till next time, says Eric Draven.
I'm getting ready to announce our schedule. I'm getting ready to announce our schedule for the rest of the week. Don't leave just yet.
I'm just saying the goodbyes.
Yeah.
He says, Too Cold Scorpio was underrated, by the way.
Yeah.
Oh, God. Road Warriors in AE. I don't know that.
I don't know.
Okay. Rewind saying thanks for the show. Have a good evening.
Mm-hmm.
And then Draws was cool, but again, see ya, 5 bones. All right, tell us what we got going on this week.
All right, here's what we got coming up this week. Tomorrow night, Wednesday, 6 o'clock, Switch and I do a show called AEW Weekly. We will be talking about and giving bone ratings for the matches from Dynamite and both Collisions last week. They did 2 Collisions for some reason. We'll be talking about those. We'll be giving our top 5 rankings for the men, women, and teams of AEW. We'll be talking about AEW news, rumors, and storylines. We'll take a look ahead at the Dynamite tomorrow night as well. Everything AEW. Come talk with us. Tell us what you're enjoying about AEW, what you're not, all that stuff, what you're looking forward to. And when we talk about the topics, when we get into discussions, join in the discussions with us. We had some lively, great discussion last week. So come join us 6 o'clock tomorrow, AEW Weekly. 7:55 tomorrow. We're doing an AEW Dynamite watch along. No Switch will be on it. Me, Kay Fabulous, and Wolf. And then Thursday at 6:55, JCW Lunacy watch along. If you have not watched JCW Lunacy, it's a great show. The storylines are wildly unpredictable and very interesting. Every match has a reason why they're fighting behind it. So every match has stakes, whether it's for a belt or not. Vince Russo's the head writer. Need I say more? Crazy shit going on that show. Maybe watch the past couple weeks to catch yourself up. But even if you don't, join us Thursday, 6:55, JCW Lunacy. The next week, we are on vacation. So we have Wednesday, Thursday, then we're going to be off for about a week and a half. And that schedule I just mentioned is on X, at No Bones Wrestling. That's at No Bones, RASSLIN. I post wrestling news and rumors there for AEW, Ring of Honor, JCW. I post our schedule there, and I post a lot of retro clips and stuff like that. So check us out there. You can also see everything we've done, youtube.com/at No Bones About Wrestling. And we are on TikTok at No Bones About Wrestling. So check us out, all those places. And we have our own website, which is going to get a revamp very soon here by Kay Fabulous. The website is www.nobonesabout.com. Going to get some new stuff going on. And I'll remind you, check out our Vince Russo interview. It's on YouTube, and you can hear it audio only on Spotify, iTunes, all those places. And the last few weeks of AEW Weekly, if you want to check those out, they are also available audio only as on Spotify, iTunes, and they're available on YouTube, of course.
Anywhere podcasts are.
Yes. So folks, that is going to do it for us.
Dr. Even saying he's going to rewatch the Russo interview.
Awesome. Thank you, Eric. Yeah, it was a great interview. If you haven't seen it, it was great. He was a great guest, very entertaining, very interesting. Check it out. The biggest show we've ever done, definitely.
Yeah, you can catch it on YouTube.
Mm-hmm. And folks, that's going to do it for us. We will see you tomorrow night at 6 for AEW Weekly. And as always, love yourselves, love each other, and for the love of God, use your turn signals, people. Have a great night, everybody. Thank you for watching. Everybody in the chat, thank you for talking. We always appreciate talking to you.
Absolutely.
Night, everybody. See you tomorrow, 6 o'clock.